Ken Boyd with Accounting Accidentally. This video is called Pass Interference and Understanding the Importance of Your Credit Score. So as I record this, it's college football season. It's the first weekend of college football season, and I saw a play that made me think of offensive pass interference, one of the most difficult plays that you can call as a referee. So it was a game against Penn State and West Virginia, and there was push-offs between both the defensive back and the receiver. So what is offensive pass interference? Well, here's the definition. It occurs when a block's downfield. An offensive player is blocking downfield before the ball is touched when the pass is beyond the line of scrimmage. So somebody has to catch the ball first before that offensive player can block. Now, secondly, and this is the play that I saw, it pushes off. When the offensive player initiates contact with the defender to create separation and attempt to catch a pass. So the play I saw, the receiver clearly pushed off. It's a judgment call. It's one of the hardest calls to make in football, offensive pass interference. In a similar way, your credit score is calculated based on two factors. Some of them are pure numbers, which I'll get into, but the other part of the calculation is judgment. Judgment on the part of the credit bureaus about what kind of credit risk you are. Let's talk about the factors that impact your credit score. And if you have a poor score, the impact on your financials can be substantial. You're not going to be able to obtain credit at a reasonable interest rate, and sometimes you may not be able to get credit at all. So what are the factors that impact your score? Well, most obviously payment history, making payments on time, the amount of debt you have, how much debt do you have outstanding, which may include home loans, car loans, credit cards, and credit applications. You see a lot of advertisements now where it says no credit check when they offer to sign you up for a loan, or a soft credit check. These are credit checks that do not affect your credit score. On the other hand, there are hard credit checks where the lender will check your credit score. That does affect your credit score. In fact, it will make your credit score decline slightly if it is a hard credit check. So they're looking at how often are you applying for debt, for loans, where they do a hard credit check. But there's one that is really misunderstood, and a lot of borrowers don't understand, and that's the credit utilization rate. This is the term refers to the percentage of your total available credit that you actually use. So if you have $5,000 credit line and credit card, you use $1,000, your credit utilization rate is 1,000 divided by 5,000, or 20%. So to maintain a strong rating, experts recommend you limit your credit to about 20% of the available credit. Now, unfortunately, many consumers get approved for a card, run up the balance to the credit limit, and this hurts your credit score. So how about working on your credit rating? Well, one of the steps to improve it is to borrow money. Now, on the surface, that may not make a lot of sense. Many people develop poor credit scores precisely because they borrow money. But just as borrowing can hurt your credit score, taking out a loan and paying it back on time can improve your credit score. And the difference maker here to do this correctly is to make a budget for the loan payment. The goal is to take out a reasonable amount of debt and pay it back over time, over and over and over. And finally, check on your credit score. A good credit activity is just as important as avoiding credit mistakes. So your credit score can improve when lenders report on-time payments and the fact that you paid off a debt to credit bureaus. So check your credit report periodically. There's some steps you can do to do that. If you just do a Google search for the credit bureaus, you'll find on their websites how to do it. You want to make sure that the good activity, payoffs and on-time payments, are correctly stated in your credit history. Many firms won't do it unless they're asked. If a loan payoff or timely payment isn't listed, contact the lender, and over time you can gain the satisfaction of a better credit rating. So the two big factors here is have a better credit utilization rate over time and make sure that that good credit activity gets reported on your credit score.